Budgeting doesn't need to be complicated, nor should it take hours out of your day. In fact, the best ways are usually the simplest ones. Let's take, for example, the 50-30-20 rule. It's a straightforward monthly budgeting method that tells you exactly how much should go towards your living expenses and your savings. With a clear big picture overview of your monthly budget, you can confidently stop overspending and save towards your future goals, all without painstakingly recording every single transaction. So here's how it actually works. The basic rule of thumb is to divide your after-tax income into 3 categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for saving or paying off debt. By regularly balancing your expenses between these 3 spending categories, you can make your money work for you more efficiently. Knowing exactly how much to spend in each and every category will make it so much easier for you to budget. So this is what a budget that adheres to the 50-30-20 rule looks like. Spend 50% on your needs. Simply put, needs are expenses that you can't live without. 50% of your after-tax income should cover most of your necessary costs. These needs may include your rent or a minimum loan repayment, groceries, obviously only the necessary groceries, electricity, medical aid, school fees for your children, and any other costs that you can't go without every month. So for example, if you earn a after-tax income of 5,000 Rand, 2,500 Rand should cover all of your necessary needs. This budget may differ from person to person depending on your situation. If you find yourself spending more than 50% of your after-tax income on your needs, you might have to make some changes to lower that amount. This can be as simple as switching from one insurance company to another, or even changing up where you buy your groceries and making use of loyalty cards. If you can't seem to get below the 50% mark, it might be that you need to make some deeper life changes. This can result in you moving to a smaller apartment and just try to live within your means. Spend 30% on your wants. With 50% of your after-tax income covering all of your basic needs, 30% of your after-tax income can go towards your wants. Wants are defined as non-essential expenses, and these are things that we choose to spend our money on even though we can live without them. These can include anything from dining out, fast foods, going on holiday, gym memberships, TV subscriptions like Netflix or Amazon Prime, or expensive internet subscriptions. Using the same example as above, if your after-tax income is 5,000 Rand, you can spend 30% or 1,500 Rand on your monthly wants. If you find yourself spending more than 30%, it's worth taking the time to decide which of these wants you can remove from your budget. Most of the time, this is the area where we spend most of our earned income without even realizing how much it will cost us. As a side note, the 50-30-20 rule doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. It basically just means you should be conscious about your spending habits. We should be aware of areas in our budget where we needlessly spend money that we can't afford spending. If you are confused whether something is a need or a want, simply ask yourself this question: can you live without it? If the answer is yes, it's probably a want. Stash 20% of your money for savings or paying off debt. With 50% of your after-tax income going to your needs, 30% going to your wants, that gives us 20% that we can put towards our saving goals. If you're someone that has a lot of consumer debt, it might be a better idea to pay off your debt first, and from there you can start saving your extra 20%. Consistently putting 20% of your income aside can help you reach your savings goals much quicker. This is true whether your savings goal is a 6-month emergency fund, maybe a deposit on a house, or even saving up for your children's education. Developing a long-term savings plan is a good way to motivate yourself to reach your financial goals. It's impressive how quickly savings can add up. With the previous example, if you saved 20% or 1,500 Rand every month, at the end of the year you have accumulated 18,000 Rand, and that's without compound interest. Just imagine doing this for 10 or 20 or even 40 years. So how do we actually use the 50-30-20 rule? To put this simple budgeting method to work, we actually need to input our own numbers into this budgeting method. Calculate the 50-30-20 rule by using your own income and categorizing your spending. The first rule to budgeting is to calculate your after-tax income. If you are self-employed or a freelancer, you should take your monthly income and deduct all of your expenses to get your after-tax income. If you are employed, it's much easier because you have a payslip and all of your expenses are already deducted. If the company deducts medical aid, you can just add that back to your budget because technically that's something that you still pay for. The remaining amount after all of your expenses is what we will be using as our after-tax income. The second thing is to categorize our spending for the past 30 days. To get a true picture of your spending, you will have to go back and look at where you spend your money each and every month. Grab a copy of your bank statements online and look at the past 30 days and be sure to write down the exact amount of expenses. Now split all of your expenses into these categories, namely needs, wants, and savings, and this is where you can determine how much you spend in each and every category. It's important to be accurate with the numbers that you write down. Everything that goes out of your banking account, you need to account for and include into this budgeting method. The third thing we need to do is to evaluate and adjust our spending to match the 50-30-20 rule. Now that you can see how much money you spend on your needs, wants, and your savings, we can determine where we can start saving money. Usually where we overspend is within the wants category, and we as humans love to consume. We have to remove certain things from our want list that we really do not actually need. If it's something that brings you a lot of joy and it makes you really happy, it's okay to keep it on your wants list. But don't overspend in this category and make sure that you keep within the 30% rule. It's really challenging to remove expenses from our needs list because we all live a certain standard of life. If you can't cut down in this category, focus on your wants so that you can increase your savings or paying off debt category. With this said, just remember that this budgeting method might not work for everyone, but it's a good starting point to determine where your money is going. You can play around with this and reduce your needs to 40% and reduce your wants to 20% so that you have 40% that you can contribute towards your savings. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider leaving a like so that YouTube can show this video to more people trying to learn and improve their financial position. I hope to see you guys in the next one and enjoy your new year.